Do you ever drive through an older neighborhood and feel like every house has a personality? Like you could literally describe them. The Craftsman on the corner, the white Italianate with the columns, the big brick bungalow with the big porch. And then you drive through a newer neighborhood and suddenly you can't. It's just the one with the 3-car garage, the one with the stone, the one that looks like all the others. Same houses, different options. So what happened? Why did houses used to have identity and now they don't? If you peel it all the way back, it started at the sawmill. Do you ever wonder why some houses just don't look right, but you can't quite put your finger on the reason? This series explores why historic homes are so eye-catching while modern houses all seem to look the same. If you've ever noticed that, you're going to enjoy where this goes. Before the 20th century, building a house was a local act. You didn't just decide what you wanted to build. You built with what you had. Sawmills were the center of development. They were powered by water, tied to rivers, and limited by the timber nearby. So every mill produced its own version of lumber. Studs weren't universal, joists weren't universal, even trim profiles weren't universal, and builders adapted to that, which meant houses weren't just designed, they were shaped by the material itself. That's why homes in different parts of the country look so different, not because people had different tastes, but because they had different constraints. A house in New England had to deal with snow and cold. A house in the South had to deal with heat and humidity. So the solutions became the style. A Cape Cod isn't just a look, it's a response to winter. And a Southern cottage isn't just charming, it's a system for airflow. Style wasn't decoration, it was function. It came from the land, the climate, and the materials available at that place. And as long as those materials stayed local, houses stayed local too. But that only works as long as your materials are tied to where you are. And the moment they weren't, everything started to change.